info. Okay. Exit that out. I'm not going to be able to really mess with my mic today. Let me go put her back. I think I'm ready. Okay. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. I'm trying again. I'm trying. Shit just takes a lot, bro. It really does. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, bro. Just about to do it. Just press the live button. Come on. We can do this shit, bro. I promise. Doesn't take this long to start a fucking live video.
The Geico Gecko? I'm like speechless.
I love how I save $900 when I switch my car insurance to Geico.
And their customer service reps always know just what I need.
Did you just,
Get in here, chat. Get in here. We about to do a real impact over the Quinnen Williams trade because, man, these boys out here talking crazy. I'm going to tell you now, he about to have a hell of a difference in our locker room and on that defensive tackle room. Point blank, period, man. If you in here, if you're new in here, I appreciate you popping in, showing some love. Make sure you hit that like button on the way in and make sure you hit that subscribe button because it's all free support. We'll be live momentarily. If you ain't in here yet, you better get in here because I'm going to tell you now, you ain't going to want to miss this show. Get in here. I appreciate you popping in, showing some love. If you are in here, hit the like button. It's simple. It's free. All the above. Hit that like button. Don't be scared, man. We about to go over some real impacts of simple. It's free. All the above. Hit that real Quinnen impacts. Because I think he about to have a hell of an impact, man, and he going to free up a lot of stuff, man. 1 second. Yes, sir. Appreciate everybody popping in, showing some love, because you know what, man? It's Dallas Cowboys for life, and we'll never forget it. We'll never forget it. Where my camera at today? They want to act crazy. There we go. We in here. I appreciate everybody stopping in, showing some love to the stream, because, man, I'm going to tell you now, this Quinnen Williams impact, you got me for about 15 to 30 minutes, and I wanted to do this fast, quick, and in a hurry, because you guys got to be able to hear this. And when I tell you that this is going to make a big impact, this is going to make a big impact today. And I mean today, not tomorrow, not the next day. Quinnen Williams being in that defensive line room and being in that defensive tackle position will create open windows for our edge rushers. It will allow double teams for him, for the offensive lineman to go like, hey, I know this guy is nice with it. Yeah, for sure. RIP 94. I'll never forget 94. Matter of fact, we about to start doing the end of the streams, a tribute to 94. But I got to touch a point on this Quinnen Williams, because this guy, he's going to have an impact that you ain't going to believe. That's the part that he going to have. This ain't about to be something that's just going to be, oh, he coming in and we think he going to do this and do that in the fourth. Nah, bro. He's going to come in and add that extra meat to the defensive lineman, because we need it in Dallas badly. And I say badly. What's going on over there on TikTok? I appreciate everybody stopping in, showing some love. If you ain't in here, get in here. Hit the like button. It's free support, man. It's all free support. We about to touch a point on Quinnen Williams, and we about to pull up some films, because I'm about to show y'all. We ain't about to just sit here and keep thinking that everything's sweet and listen to all these analysts and saying that Jerry Jones didn't go get a good player and Quinnen Williams is not going to help the Dallas Cowboys now. Yeah, he will. I'm not saying we making the playoffs. I'm not saying we going to the Super Bowl. But what I am going to say is that Quinnen Williams is going to have an impact. I'm going to tell you now that you know what this is going to do? This is going to give them opposing offensive coordinators and them offensive lineman coaches. They're going to spend about an extra hour in the meeting just because we added Quinnen Williams to our defensive tackle room. So I'm gonna let the film speak for itself, because if you want to be honest, man, bro, nice. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to use his hands. And I'm going to let this film speak for itself. Give me one moment here, guys. Let me get us lined up here. Appreciate everybody stopping in, showing some love. What you mean we cut Malik Davis? We didn't cut no Malik Davis, bro. Quit playing. You late. I think he got elevated, bro. You see, we didn't see Jadon Blue last game. And that's probably because Jadon ain't getting it together, bro. I don't know what's Jadon's issue, man. He put the ball on the ground, and I had high hopes for bro. I had high hopes for Jadon, y'all. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get this right. But, yeah, I'm going to let this run, because look at this. Look at the impact. It's only so much I can say. Look at that. Like, I wish I could. Hold on. Pause it. Boom. Okay. So, right off the bat, I can tell you now that we, as a Dallas Cowboy Nation, we ain't had no defensive tackle in our room like this. And guys, I'm not sure if you're hearing me out about this, because we really have not had any type of violent hands in the defensive tackle room. Not yet. It has not been there. And I'm really not sure where it's going to come from. And I'm hoping it's coming from Quinnen Williams, because the way he throws his hands and fires, and he's aggressive. We ain't seen it in Dallas. We ain't seen that in the defensive line room. I can keep preaching this. This is the truth. This is nothing but the truth. We have not seen a defensive tackle like this in Dallas. And if I'm wrong, you let me know right now. You let me know and you call my bluff. But I have not seen a guy like this. You paid Osa, but Micah made Osa look good. Now you got Osa, you paid him, then you go get another one, then you got one through the trade. You got 3 defensive tackles that are solid. Those guys like Osa, in my opinion, he didn't have the necessary experience that we need on that defensive line. Quinnen Williams, he got it all. And I mean, to the point where this guy is going to make a difference, bro. Like there's not no, I played offensive lineman all my life. And this guy, look at that. Guys, let me pull this up. Hold on. Let me get my pen. I got to get my pen, y'all. I got to get my pen, because I'm telling y'all now, bro, this is something crucial. Y'all got to hear me out when I say this. He's already won this rep. He has already won this rep. And for all you viewers on TikTok, okay? For all you viewers on TikTok, you make it make sense. You make it make sense. But like I said, he already won this rep. You got a double team. You got a guy out here. He's going here. He's going here. He's the only one getting double teamed. Well, actually, he's coming up here. He's supposed to hit to help and then come here. And then he hits and then comes here. And then he's here. Okay? Now watch what Quinnen does, though. Watch what Quinnen does. He doesn't only just set his feet. He grounds himself. Look at that. He grounds himself. 173 gave Quinnen a push. He gave him a push. And he tried to move to the second level. And as soon as Quinnen Williams felt that presence missing from number 73 and he went up to the second level, he automatically made a move. So that means he's quick on his feet. Boom. And he was inside. Had the left tackle beat automatically and makes the tackle. And makes the tackle. Okay? Let's think about this. He makes the tackle. He makes the tackle, chat. Okay? Hold on. Because we got to. I don't know, man. Boy. I just been hearing a lot of negativity around this guy. Look, bro is way out here. Put it like this, chat. A big old 305-pound lineman. What was the ball snapped at? Probably about right here. He way out here. If he way out here, when the last time you seen a defensive tackle way out here on the Dallas Cowboys roster right now? When is the last time that you've seen a defensive tackle? I don't care what play it is. It could be a screen. It could be an outside zone. When is the last time you seen a defensive tackle pursuing to the ball as such in Dallas? Because I have yet to see a guy in a Dallas Cowboy uniform playing at the defensive tackle position, running and pursuing to a screen pass 5 to 6 yards away from the line of scrimmage. Now, I'm sure he makes this tackle. Either he makes this tackle or he disrupts this play. So let's see. He makes the tackle. Don't ever switch sides. Appreciate those GGs over there on TikTok. Appreciate the gifts. Leo on Facebook stated he's top 3 in his position. He's top 3 and he not 3. Exactly. So don't let nobody tell you different. I've been seeing a bunch of stuff in the media that this grade was horrible, that this trade was horrible, that Jerry Jones went and did this to go and get a guy that wasn't on a winning team. That's just the way it is. That's the way it works. We got a lot of good players. We had a lot of good players, and we got blown out in the divisional round playoffs, and we thought it was our year. So I don't want to hear that. He makes the tackle. Continuing. So if he's making the tackle, it's against the bit, bro. He is so violent with his hands. Hold on, chat. Hold on, I have to make sure this is. There we go. But yeah, he is violent with his hands. When I say to the point where he's just throwing them things, he throwing them. Look at this. That play is busted. He busted that play. Nobody else busted that play on the defensive line but him. And got the tackle. And the tackle was nothing to be played with. There was no, oh, come here. Let me hug you. No, it's like, get on the ground. I'm coming for all my seconds. I need my seconds. I need my thirds. I'm coming for it. That's what I like about Quinnen. It's against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It looks like we got a counter. Is this a counter here, guys? Looks like a counter. So we take into consideration that he's blowing up counter plays. Pulling guards, pulling tackles. He's blowing that up. Boy. Look who's off the... Wait, was that him? That's him. Look who... Guys. No. I was an offensive lineman. I know how this works. You, as a defensive lineman, boom, 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 boom. Okay, great. Hold on. I don't know what these commercials is. I did not even do that. Chill, bro. There we go. But yeah, you got 4 D linemen. Now watch when we play this, chat. When we play this, who's the first one off the ball? This is Quinnen right here. This is Quinnen. Who's the first one off this ball? Bow. Quinnen. Quinnen. Quinnen's right there. So if Quinnen's to the point where he's the first one to throw his hands. And I mean, it's a boom. And he's finding, he's looking back there and he's finding who has the ball. And I'm about to blow him up, whoever it is. And it goes to show you the film doesn't lie. Your mouth is what tell you lies. This film, it tell you the truth. These players go and watch this film after the fact to teach them things. So this is where the truth, it lies, guys. No matter what, boom, he blows this up. Somehow finds a way to make the tackle. I love Quinnen. Here's a different view. Boom. Look who's off the ball first, chat. And he dealing with another double team. Hell, maybe even a triple team. And I know this guy's going on the route. I get it. But he's chipping. He's using that extra assistance to make sure that block is solidified for, who's that, Baker? Yeah. So just think about that, chat. Got off of those blocks, okay? Do you see the way he uses his hands and he gets off blocks? Look at that. Like, I don't. Boom. He's off his block. He's off his block, chat. So if he's off his block, look at the outcome of that. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna keep here sitting here telling y'all that this is a hell of a trade. Okay? I'm not gonna keep sitting here telling y'all that the Dallas Cowboys ain't never had this type of nastiness in the defensive tackle room. I didn't say the defensive end room. Now that they all in the same room, they D-line. Yeah, don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying is I've yet to see a nose tackle this dirty in Dallas. And we know for a fact that Quinnen Williams is going to use his hands. He going to use his body. He going to use anything that he can possibly use to get that tackle and get back there. So if you think as an opposing offensive line that you can come into this game plan, this back half of this crazy, crazy schedule that we have, we're going to touch points on that too. All these coaches, they have to reiterate their new game plan because they haven't seen the Dallas Cowboys defense with the Quinnen Williams. They only seen a Dallas Cowboys defense with Kenny Clark. And Kenny Clark, double team him, move up to the second level. Deal's done. Now you're adding both of them. You're adding Kenny and Quillian. Kenny and Quinnen at the same dang on time. So think about just the downright nastiness that's going to be in the middle of that defensive line. Now, this is the time that our edge rushers need to use the ability that they have, that all the focus will be in the interior, that we can generate some pressure on the edge. Keep these quarterbacks in the pocket. Generate ill-advised throws. Generate ill-advised, just reads, period. Because if we, as a defensive lineman, defensive everything, can figure this out in this back half of this season, we may have a fighting chance. Not a chance, but a fighting chance. A fighting chance, I mean that by like, it may not work out. It may not be the best. But I'm going to tell y'all now, man. Appreciate that follow, man. If we can figure this out on the defensive line room, generate some pressure, games will be won. I don't care who we're playing because that offense. Now, don't get me wrong. This offense, we got to talk about that too. And this is going to be one of my biggest points of the day. And I'm going to get up off of here because I ain't got long. We got about 10 more minutes. So, this offense is putting itself in a position where it can fail. We're not being creative in the red zone. We're targeting CeeDee Lamb. Yes, we know that CeeDee Lamb has missed a few weeks, and Dak and CeeDee may have the best relationship on that football team. But why are we going for CeeDee Lamb in the end zone versus the Denver Broncos, the injured cornerback room Denver Broncos when we were playing them? Why did he aim at only CeeDee Lamb? Why didn't he look at George Pickens and the one-on-one abilities that George Pickens has? Because George Pickens is a one-on-one masterclass. Point blank, period. I don't care what nobody says about a receiver in this league. George Pickens is a one-on-one masterclass. Over the top, going to get the ball, high pointing the ball. That is George Pickens. That's what he loves to do. He likes to be aggressive. Give him the ball. When we're down in the red zone, set up something that he can go up and go get the ball, especially against opposing teams that cornerbacks ain't looking too swell. Let's not Let's not shoot ourselves in the foot with pre-snap penalties in the red zone. Let's not shoot ourselves in the foot by blown assignments by our left tackle creating a sack, almost putting us out of field goal range. Or that one before half of the Arizona game put us out of field goal range, which causing him to try to tie the 68 field goal record, which didn't work out. And he was wide left. So I definitely think moving forward, guys, we got to fix it. We got to fix it. RP Marshawn Nealon for sure. I'm always with that. But this right here, this offensive sputtering, we got to fix it, guys. We can talk about this defense. We can hold the defense accountable. We can go get defensive players. But when the time matters in the back half of this season, like I'm about to pull up, we're going to need our offense to be creative in this red zone. We're going to need our offense to capitalize and execute in the red zone to win these football games, because we're going to expect our defense to withhold a team to all these points. But when we get the ball, we don't do nothing. That don't make sense. Hold each other accountable. Dak, make the right reads. Shotty, let's get creative with these play calling. Man, use your weapons. Use George to the full ability. Hell, he might not even be here next year. With the cap space we running, we might be over cap and might have to franchise tag, bro. And you know he ain't gonna like that. He want his money eventually. He worth it. So I need Shotty to get more creative in his play calling, man. It has to be better. It has to be better in the red zone. And our offensive line got to get it together. So, last thing, guys, let's see how many wins can we possibly squeeze out, okay? Possibly squeeze out before the end of this season, guys. I mean, it's gonna be something to see. Now, I'm not saying we about to just, let me fix this. I'm not saying we about to just, do every dang thing in the book and, and be the coldest in the NFL and go on an 8-game win streak. I'm not saying that. But here we go. Here we go. So look. So Las Vegas, that has to be a W. I mean, that absolutely has to be a W. Okay? Philadelphia game. We're at home. We know the Eagles. We know their receiving core. We know their offensive line. This is a divisional matchup that we play 2 times every single year. Let's get a dub. That's all I can say about this. Because we've seen it in the beginning of the season. We've seen that flashes of that defense was like, whoa, we might can, whoo. And then we end up losing, and then somehow we end up having a terrible defense. So if we can somehow corral it together after this Las Vegas, and that's a dub. Somewhere in here now, guys, we got to take a L. Somewhere within that bracket, the Dallas Cowboys got to take a L. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. I don't care what you're talking about. They got to take a L, bro. Because those are great football teams. And I don't see us beating Detroit. I'm just going to be honest. I don't see us winning against Detroit 2 Thursday night games back to back. Okay. 3 Thursday night games back to back. Not 3, 2, sorry. And then 2 Monday night games that we just had. But we had a bye in between this one, which is cool. I'm giving us an L against Detroit. Okay? That's our only L. Win, win, win. Loss, win. Win, win, win. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 10 and 5. Yeah. So we are 3-5-1 right now, 4-5-1, 5-5-1, 6-5-1, 6-6-1, 7-6-1, 8-6-1, 9-6-1, and 10-6-1. So I'm going 10-6-1. Okay. That's our only option. There ain't no way around this. I mean, yeah, it might be wins and that loss at a different point, maybe. But we gotta go on a complete win streak to have any type of playoff contentions. And what I'm gonna say is don't depend on it. What's going on, man? I appreciate you popping in over there on YouTube. What's up, Danny? Dallas Cowboys. Yes, sir. Yeah, you know it.
How about them Cowboys?
How about it, man? RP to number 94, Marshawn Nealon. And all I got to say is before I get up off of here, enjoy your bye week, okay? Enjoy your beautiful, beautiful bye week, because once you get this, it's on and popping. 8 straight weeks of just high-powered football, okay? Enjoy your bye week. Enjoy watching other teams lose. We need Philly to lose. That's all I'm going to say. If you a real Cowboys fan, you need Philly to start losing. You need Philly to start losing, and you need these tragic events that just happened in Dallas to fuel this football team. I mean, absolutely fuel this football team, this defensive room. This should fuel them if it does. Hey, these tragic events have a toll on everybody differently. How are they going to handle it? How are they going to handle this adversity? This is heavy adversity in the Dallas Cowboys locker room. Everybody knew him. No matter what, no matter who you were on the Dallas Cowboys watch, you knew him, because that's how football works. You know him. So what's going to happen from here? How are these boys going to play this back half of this season? I just pointed it out to you. We got to go on a win streak to have any playoff contention chances. If not, we're looking towards the next season, and hopefully we can have a good draft, and Jerry them cook up a great draft. So enjoy your bye week. Enjoy your beautiful weekend. And if you're on your way home from work, get off the phone and drive safe. But until next time, guys, I appreciate everybody stopping by, showing some love to the stream. When you get in here, man, hit that like button. It's free support. Hitting the like button is free support. Hitting the share button is free support. I mean, all those are free support. They ain't. I don't charge you to do that. So do so, man. Until next time, we outro. Deuces.